Hello everyone, welcome to Baatcheet with Cafemutual. Today we have here with us Kailash Kulkarni, CEO of HSBC Mutual Fund. Hello sir,
Hello.
we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now I'll start asking you with, so basically you've always advocated that bringing new investors is more important than, focusing on the AUM growth. So how do you think that you can increase the number of investors apart from the investor education which we have?
So, I always believe that AUM is an outcome and
Hmm.
not really an input value. If we have everything that we want to do in the right manner and we set out those principles, AUM is a natural outcome of it. So, I just like to give some statistics. Just pre-COVID, we had only half the number of investors that we have today.
Okay.
So the 2 crore investors that have got added to this industry have just got added in the last 3 years. So obviously the messaging that is happening, more vernacular communication that is happening, people have started realizing that yes, this is a good long-term goal-based game that you can take part in, and it really helps you make money. And there's a lot more education that has happened in the last few years that's translating to more and more new investors. I think there are various initiatives which are happening. Now, you may want to call them as IAPs, but they are in a way educational in nature, and it's across the CBSE teachers or army people or certain set of women investors. Various types of people are being educated into how you should look at investment and not really worry about volatility. And the outcome that we are seeing is your SIP numbers are growing. They're becoming stronger month on month. So the power of compounding is what some of them are really experiencing now.
Yeah.
And hence, I don't see any reason why this number of investors will grow much faster from what we have seen it in the last 3 years.
All right. So the industry is rapidly getting through, the 100 lakh crore AUM target. So what do you think the changes should be there in our mindset to be able to prepare for this growth?
So I think along with the 100 lakh crores, what's important is the 10 crore investors. It goes hand in hand. And that is a mindset change, because you need to adopt technology for servicing better. Because what does a customer want? He wants reasonable returns, and he wants a good pre and post sale service from the fund houses. So you cannot really use the same levels of service with a 4x client base. So you need to keep innovating in terms of technology. What do customers want? They want account statement, they want NAVs. Can we give them through simple means like a WhatsApp or through chatbots or stuff like that? I think everyone is moving in that direction. So adoption of technology is going to become extremely key for enhancing the customer experience when it comes to mutual funds. Second, if we don't adopt technology or we don't align with new things that are happening, I think that will really hurt all of us. And I think the third and most important thing, which we have not yet done very well as an industry, and we need to do much more, is actually use data analytics to get the same set of investors who have experienced us and gone out, come back to us as an industry, come back to HSBC Mutual Fund as a fund house, and build from there. So data analytics is going to become extremely crucial in the years to come.
And what are the 3 upcoming trends in the mutual fund industry which will, lead to the further growth?
I think the growing use of platforms for dissemination of the way you can subscribe to mutual funds. It could be your stock exchange platform, it could be your MFU, it could be the tech platforms which are now becoming so important. So that's a big trend, and I see more and more people actually going and adopting that. The second trend, I think, would be easier, simpler language usage. Because when new customers come in, they don't understand the technical language.
Yes.
So your usage of language will have to change, which means your communications have to change. More vernacular has to come in.
Yes.
Simple, easy to understand examples need to be given.
Yes.
I think that's a big trend which you will see. it's only recently that some of the fund houses, including ours, have started coming out with collaterals, which are 5, 6, 7, 8 languages. But can we make it 20 languages? It's really possible. Again, with the use of AI and technology, we can do that much faster.
Because finance as such is so difficult to understand for people that, they get scared sometimes. That
So, you
this
know
is
what?
a jargon.
I don't believe finance is difficult. I think it's we who make it difficult by using too much of jargon.
Sound difficult,
Yes,
probably.
we make it sound difficult. But actually, if you start using simple words, I think everybody understands it. And SIP is a classic case, right? There's so many people who say, no, I don't invest in mutual fund, but I invest in SIP. So what does it mean? Because we have simplified SIP to such an extent that the end customer
everyone
understands
is really
this.
encouraged to do it. And my last question would be, what do you like most about the Cafemutual events?
So what I really like, I've been attending Cafemutual fund events for ages. And what I really like is, number one, you get to interact and understand what's going on across the country. Because the people who attend this don't come from only the top 6 cities. They come from a lot of cities, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. So that's something. Second is the subject that are covered in the Cafemutual events are very contemporary. It's not the traditional, we do it this way kind of event. So they really look at the trends, what people would like to hear, and they have sessions which cater to that. So these are 2 things which I find very fascinating in Cafemutual fund events.
Thank you so much, Kailash. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, and looking forward to invitation always with Cafemutual.
Yes, definitely, always.
Thank you.
That was all in this episode. Thank you for joining in. Stay tuned for the next episode.